Hello, hello, my apologies. I had to go get a cup of coffee. I figure if I don't get coffee, we're going to be in trouble. Hi, everyone. So sorry I am a few minutes late, but I am here now, and so are you. So we are ready to have some fun. Okay, I've got a prototype to show you. But before I do that, of course, let me say hi. So let me, I guess, open up YouTube because I like the comments there better than on StreamYard. And then I'll answer all questions and all that fun stuff. So hang on 2 seconds. Oh no. I did it again, didn't I? I forgot to make this live a private, but you know what? We're just going to leave it. We'll just leave it for everybody. That's okay. We have plenty of other times when we get to hang out behind the scenes exclusively. So, hey, the more the merrier. Come on in, everyone. Oh, don't forget, speaking of going behind the scenes, don't forget that this coming week, I am taking all of my silver and gold members along with me on a trip. Yeah, and we're going to go to a crafting conference and workshops, and you'll be traveling along with me. So make sure you stay tuned. And again, that is for silver and gold YouTube channel members. Okay, now let me first say hello. Sorry I'm late, and I'll check for questions. Hi, Auntie. Hey, DC. Hey, Teresa. Hello, Dion. Hello, Lively LE. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Blue Room. Jess. Hey, Pammy. Yes, had a great 4th. Oh, your poor puppies. Did they? Oh, hopefully here it wasn't too bad. Actually, it was kind of far enough into the distance. I did do a super short, like under 5-minute live on Facebook in the Facebook group. And you get to hear my bird. Finally, I got him on camera so you guys can actually hear that bird I keep telling you about that I am in love with. His name is the Chuck Will's Widow. Most beautiful, soothing summer song ever. He just puts me to sleep every night. Who else did I miss? I'm sure I missed folks. Hey, Phil. Hey, sis. Good to have everyone here. Okay, awesome. So we are going to be crafting along together. I just kind of came up with this evening when I asked you guys what you wanted to do. Again, in the Facebook group, I polled you. And I asked, well, what shall we do? Should we do a 4th of July craft or shall we do something else? And you guys said, let's make it general. Let's not do 4th of July. So I said, okay, we pivot and we come up with something. And I did. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be making some awesome Franken Paper quilts. So if you're not familiar with Franken Paper, I'm going to cover it really quick. So Franken Paper, and by the way, start getting your supplies ready. It's all super, super basic. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to fix something really quick. Okay. The supplies are in the description box down below. Very basic. You're going to need some paper scraps, any theme, any color. So you do you. I know some of you said, let's do Christmas because you're doing Christmas in July. Go for it. Grab your Christmas color scraps, your partially used collections for Christmas. You can use your cheap, ugly pads. This is actually a really good project for those cheap, ugly pads. Book pages, whatever you have, it'll work. You are going to need some kind of a cardstock for the base because we're going to be adhering onto that. So again, if you have like those really ugly old pads, for example, this is one that I do not care for. Got it when I first started crafting. And now, of course, I've discovered what other companies that we carry. And yeah, this stuff is like super basic. So it's not my jam. It could be somebody's, but it's not mine, right? So because I don't really care. I mean, some of them are pretty, but some of them I'm like, meh. So if what I do is I keep these because I use them for things like this, where I just need a base or, that kind of thing. So Grab whatever you've got that maybe is not your favorite, because that's what we're going to be using. You're going to need, of course, some kind of adhesive, because we're going to be adhering our papers. And for that, you can use your SACs, decoupage sealing matte glue. You can use matte medium. You could use a glue stick. You could use liquid glue. You could use whatever you have. How's that? You're going to need a paper trimmer, because we're going to be cutting little pieces of paper. You're going to need a pencil. Again, I'm going to cover the supplies. Any questions that you have, if you're like, wait, time out, tell me more about that so I can get it ready, just stop me and ask me. But you're going to need a pencil, a bone folder. You're going to need a ruler. If you have a T ruler, that's even better. So if you have the 0 ruler from us, that's even better as well. So these two would be awesome. Don't have to have them. Don't go crazy finding them. Just a regular ruler will work, okay? If you have those handy, even better. You're going to need the SACs angle tool if you're going to be making tags, which is what I'm going to be making today. However, you might be deciding that you want to make ATCs. You might want to keep a big old piece together because you're going to create a folio or a wallet or, whatever, pockets. So you can use these any which way you like. It is paper. Any way you use paper, you can use what we're doing today. I'm going to be making tags, so I'm going to need the SACs angle tool, okay? So grab yours if you want to make tags with me. Now, yay, we're going to use embossing folders. I know, we don't use them enough, right? We just love them, and then we put them there, and then we forget about them. So today, you are going to break them out. So go ahead and get yourself some embossing folders. One, if that's all you have, one is good enough. It could be anything. It could be any pattern that you have. It'll work, What else? We're going to need a stitch stamp. So if you have a stitch stamp, any of the sets that we carry or any that you have in your stash, any border or stitch stamp, stitches is great, because we are not going to be playing with the sewing machine today. If you do not have the stitches, the stamps, well, maybe you have the rub-ons. So you can use the rub-ons if you want. And I can break those out if you guys want to see how to use those. But I just made a video yesterday in which, and it's already in the channel, for you to see the, oh wait, did I? What was the last video I released? No, I think I haven't released it. I filmed it. It's ready to go. But I don't know that I released it. The last one I did was what? No, the last one I did was the 5-minute decoupage postcards. Now, for that one, we did use rub-ons, but there's another video coming where we're going to get to use the faux stitching. Actually, here's some right here in front of me. Some of the rub-ons, the faux stitching rub-ons. So yes, if you remind me at the end of today, I will show you a sneaky peek of what that video is going to be. Okay. All right. If you do not have the rub-ons, if you do not have the stitch stamps, just grab a marker, maybe a black marker, and we're going to make it like a stitch look, because we're doing quilts today, kind of a thing. Now, you are going to need something to poke a hole through. So whether you're using a craft pick, an awl, or maybe a small hole punch, like this one is 1/8 of an inch hole punch. That's what I'm going to be using, but you can use your craft pick, or you can use an awl if you want. It's just a little bigger hole is going to make your life a little bit easier. Again, we can improvise everything. Twine. You're going to need some twine and maybe some buttons. I just grabbed a very neutral bunch of buttons that I had in a little jar that we sold, and I just dumped them in here. So any buttons you have, again, one of those things that we tend to have in our stash and we don't use as often as we should. So break out your buttons. Of course, that's optional. The twine is optional. If you have little bits of lace, that's optional, or fibers, maybe some eyelash trim, some rickrack, just little things that we can dangle to add some softness to the project. That's great. If you don't have any of those, do not worry. You can do it with just paper. Seriously, don't worry. Brads. We're going to need a brad. No, I guess I should show you what we're making. I'm sorry. Here's just a prototype. So this is a prototype of what we're doing today. It is a Franken stitched paper using nothing but scraps. And as you can see here, this is what I mean by some laces. Here's the button. Here is the brad that we're going to be using. Gourd pins if you have them, right? Again, we have the packs that come in all colors, but gourd pins are amazing. Oh, I love the texture on this. It's so pretty. And if you have words or sentiments, you do not have to add these at all. But if you have some of the sentiments like the Tim Holtz or the All in Create, like all those packs that we buy with all those little word tiles or maybe some digitals you might have, those would be great for this project. And then inks, if we want to go ahead and add some to the relief. Also, if you want to ink the edges, and then we're going to need something to splatter. So I'm going to be using the acrylic markers. However, if you have your inks, because you're going to gather your inks anyway, you can just use the inks and splatter with the inks as well, right? So, you don't have to break out extra supplies if you don't want. Again, we can improvise. What else? That's it. And then, of course, optional, if you want to really, really, go in after with your sewing machine, go for it. I will not be doing that. I'll be doing the faux stitching. Okay. Any questions on the project? Any question on the materials? Any questions on anything at all? And hello, Ori, and hey, Carol. Hi, Julia. So hello to everyone coming in. Sorry if I missed anyone. Let me know if you're ready, and we will get started because I'm excited. I love, love, love using scrap pieces of paper. So the video that's upcoming, which I'll show you a sneaky peek at the end of today's live, is using scraps. And what inspired all this was Madison's masterboards. Remember I showed you a couple of weeks ago? He reminded me just how fun it is to use scraps. We cut them up yesterday, and these are ATC size because that's what she wants to use them for. But this is a very similar thing where you're just using scraps, right? She did a couple of other ones, or a few other ones as well. So those are kind of ready to go. This one's the most gorgeous one, but this was ridiculous. It took her days to do this, guys. You have no idea how tiny, teeny, like look at my pinky. These little pieces are, and she just sat there and with so much patience glued every little piece on there. It's gorgeous. I can't wait till we cut this one up to do some fun stuff with it. But she's made a few of them. And that reminded me, oh my goodness. Hello, we've got all the scrap paper. Let's go. All right, ready? Let's get started. All right, so what's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to need a base. So you can use anything you have, a white piece of cardstock, again, an ugly paper that you're like, ugh, I'm never going to use that. So let's look for something here that I couldn't care less, like this one probably. And then we're going to grab our paper trimmer. And we're going to cut. Hello, Chica. And we're going to cut. Now, what size are you cutting? Well, I don't know. Are you making ATCs? Are you making a tag? Have you decided? Are you making maybe a 12 by 6 strip because you're going to take that once you're done and turn it into some kind of a folio? Again, it's totally up to you what you're going to be using. Okay, so I'm going to cut mine to 3.5. So if you want to, cut along with me, 3.5 by 8.5. Okay, our base. Oh, I got more for you too. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. 3.5 by 8.5, because I want to make some nice large tags like I did here. Okay. So then I'm going to put that there so I don't forget what we're doing. Hey, Julia. Okay, then what we're going to do is we are going to use our ruler. So let's put this away for now. And we're going to find half. So again, I'm using not the regular ruler side of my ruler. Instead, I'm going to use the 0 side, which again, if you've never seen this, it goes 0, then 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And to use this almost like a bubble, simply place it and kind of move it back and forth until you have the same number on either side. So in this case, for me, it is 1 3/4. But I don't have to do the math. I just put a little tick mark on there, okay? You with me, Madison?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I'm going to grab my T-ruler because I have one. If not, simply create another tick mark at the bottom, 1 3/4, and then run your line across, okay? I am going to, what is stuck on my, oh, it's one of those graphic 45. Oh, I love that washi tape, the little postage stamps from the journaling through time. So pretty. Okay, we're going to create our line right down the middle. Don't worry, we won't see it. So you can even use a pen or a marker. It won't matter at all. All right, once we're done with that, that's going to be basically our base. So now let's cut some tiles. Now for my tiles, I've decided that I'm going to use this gorgeous little pad, which again, I had started to use a while back. This is Prima's Nature Garden. It's got really pretty colors. I have already used most of it, but because it's got fairies, it's like very vintage, but it's got all kinds of like super cool old papers and ledgers and old fairies and super pretty colors. So, but again, it doesn't have to be a collection. Just use whatever you have at hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut tiles. Now, I'm going to do 2 by 2 tiles. So get started while I'm talking. You can choose that your tiles are going to be bigger or smaller. You can do 1 by 1s. You know, if you're going to do just ATCs, or if you're going to do card fronts, you could go bigger. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you have in your stash. So let's go ahead and cut some tiles here.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello, Barbara. We just got started. Let me know if you have questions on anything. 2 by 2. Now, typically, I do this on my guillotine because the big one, not the small one. Oh, that is true too. Because I can do a whole bunch of papers at the same time. So I can do 3 or 4 papers. And so I just kind of mass grab the pile. Oh, look at that fairy. She's so cute. I grab the pile of papers and I just start going nuts, just cutting, right? Assembly style. And then you have a bunch of tiles and you can sit back, you know, on a lazy afternoon like today and just cut a bunch of tiles, have them ready in bags, and then just grab all of those older paper lines that are ugly or you're not interested in, or you just have bits and scraps, and just have fun creating all kinds of Franken paper and have it ready. Again, because you could do full 12 by 12 sheets this way, by the way, and then cut them up as you need them. So there is no like restriction on size.
Barbara says she's just watching.
Oh, okay. So you got off of work, right? Because I know that's why we scheduled it at 4 so that you could be home, which I am glad you are. Again, anyone coming in, feel free to ask questions. Oh, she's so cute. Like a little girl fairy. She's adorable. Now, this is overkill because I don't need all that. I really need like 8 tiles. So, but I'm going to give myself choices, and I'm going to give you guys time to catch up too. And you know, these are pretty quick, so we probably will get a chance to do more than one. Although I did have something else I wanted to also make today. So I want to make the hunky dory
What are you
step.
making, sweetheart? If you want to know.
We are making Franken Paper quilts. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. And by the way, if you want to ink your tiles, you can start doing that as well as I'm talking. So you can start inking the sides if you want them inked. I did not ink these. We could ink them just to see how they look. And you can see which result you like best. But again, this is just a very simple, quick craft. A great way to just bust out all those older papers and scraps.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Thank you. I think we've got an, you know what? We might as well finish it. So we have all the choices. What do you think? I love this little paper pad. So stinking cute. All right. I think I have enough of those type of colors, right? But not the dark. So I think I'm going to cut me up this one so that I can have some contrast as well. But I was talking about the hunky dory that I had in mind. So if you are familiar with hunky dory, there was this pack, or we carry these packs, period, because they release different ones just about every time that they release new lines, every new release, or at least once a quarter. And they're called steppers. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they're these really awesome cards that you create these like stepper effect. It's like a 3D effect that folds flat to mail. So I'm thinking I want to make some of those. Okay, so now we have all of our tiles. Again, do we want to ink them? We could. Do we not? That's fine too. What we're going to do is we're going to adhere those onto our tag. I'm just going to use this because it's faster. And we're going to use that center line to help us, you know, adhere our tags. So that's going to kind of keep us straight, if that makes any sense. I'm going to add glue to 1/2 first, just a 1/2. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. And then, and I'm using the Oohoo stick. You could also use the Tombow Mono glue stick. Both of those are excellent for that. You could also use your SACs Decoupage sealing glue. But since we're doing this fairly quickly, if I was mass making these like a big board, I would use my SACs glue. But since we're just kind of going quickly, we're just going to grab some tiles and adhere them. Kind of using that center line that we created to help guide us. Although once you kind of put the first one on, so long as that first one is straight. Madison, are you doing it? Are you adding your tiles?
I'm finishing my dessert.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Now, I'm not going to add a piece to that at the top. It doesn't matter to me because I can make my tag shorter. We're going to use our bone folder, and we're going to burnish this down just to make sure we have really good adhesion on there. Nothing is going to lift. Perfect. Ooh, nice. You're doing Christmas and July cards. This is perfect with your leftovers. Yes, indeed, Ori. I almost did the Christmas thing, but I know a couple of you said you were doing Christmas. So I thought, you know what? When you guys post the pictures, it will be totally inspirational, and I'll do something a little different. Aloha. Okay, now I know I only need glue up to this point. So we're going to add glue on that other half. And now we're just going to pick some other tiles. Let's see, what else do I have? Have we used this? No. that one is new. This one is new. Let's put this one down here. And all you're doing is lining them up. You're going to have some overhang, which is perfect. This one has text. Okay. Not that it matters. I mean, text could go this way, that way. It doesn't matter. So if you glue something upside down, do not worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. It's okay. That one, yeah, sure. See, this is so fun because it doesn't even have to like make any sense. Oh, pretty birdie. Not that we'll get to see him that much, but that's okay. He's adorable. So we're going to put him on. And then we're going to burnish those down again. And please let me know if you need for me to slow down. I'm more than happy to do so. I can always take a sip of coffee while it's warm. Oh, that's good. Okay, all good? All is well? Yes. Okay, we're going to flip that over. Give me 1 second. I've got a big old sticky note on my glass mat. I was just talking to someone and saying how invaluable the glass mat is to me, seriously. I love this thing. So useful. And now we're going to go ahead and cut off any overhang. I should have flipped it the other way. White on white, a little hard to see. And we're not going to see the back of this, and that's why I said use whichever side you want and however you want to use it. Now, if you're making these assembly style, then you can just set them off to the side, let the adhesive dry, and then, come back and trim them after the fact. But really, you shouldn't have that much glue on the outside because the overhang has no glue. So, and I did overhang here just a little bit. So let's trim that off. Okay. So now we have this. Get all those off. Good. Okay, now in this case, like I mentioned to you, I'm just going to make mine shorter. So I am going to just take off part of that overhang, which is the base. I'm just going to trim that off, just like that. So now I have nothing but Franken paper. Cool, huh? So pretty. But we are not done. And again, we didn't even ink those because we're going to emboss them. So it's going to be a-okay. What we are going to do is we're going to grab our SACs angle tool. And we're going to decide how much we want to cut into this. Obviously, 1/4 would be very underwhelming. 1/2 inch. Well, you know what? That's the beauty of the tool. We can cut and decide. And if we want to make it bigger, oh yeah, I can already tell. That's underwhelming. Too boring for a tag. Too little of an angle. So now let's go to 3/4 and do it again. Line up the sides. Number goes in the corner. And let's see how 3/4 looks. 3/4. That looks good. I like it. We'll leave it like that. Okay, get rid of all these little extra whatnots. Okay, and now we're going to do our stitching. So you can do your stamps. You can do your rub-ons. You can do whatever other stitched borders you might have. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. Oh, but these messy ones are cool too. I think I'm going to go with those. disgusting one. Exactly the one I wanted. Well, what on earth? What did I do with it? I don't know. Oh no. Oh, that's the one I wanted. Is it stuck to something else? It's probably still stuck to a whatchamacallit. I could just go grab another one really quick. You know what? For the sake of this, I'm just going to grab the rub-ons so we can move on. But I need to go grab, either find it or grab another. Huh. Oh. Okay, that's all right. We'll do rub-on stitches. Because I've been doing really well. I'm trying to use my rub-ons a lot more, as you can tell. So that I can honestly say, okay, I'm using them. I'm using them. You know what that means, right? That means I can buy more because I'm using them. I need to replenish, right? Of course. Oh, although these are nice and long. If you've never used rub-ons, Jenny took it. If you've never used rub-ons, again, super easy. All you do is cut out what you'd like. Simply, and you can cut pieces, but this is kind of perfect. Peel the backing, place it where you want it, and then all you have to do is burnish it in. Oops, see. No, scooch over, scooch over. There we go. And then you just peel back. If I miss something, I can always put it back down, rub in the area missing. And we have some beautiful stitching on there. And then I'm going to continue to do the same. Now, if you do not have either, you can manually grab a marker and try to create your own stitching, right? It's never quite as pretty, but when you're in a pinch, it works. All right, then we're going to use this one this way. Like so. And do the same thing again. Love rub-ons. So easy. Little mess. They travel so well because you can just, if you're traveling, if you're going to go somewhere, you don't have to bring a whole bunch of stuff and inks and pads and stamps and stamping blocks. I want some zigzags. So they are quite amazing. I want that up, so I'm going to cut to here. And then we're simply going to place this where we want it. If there are gaps, you can always come in with a marker as well, because sometimes you think it's going to reach and it doesn't. If it happens, I'll show you what I mean. But most of the time, it's super simple to just add those on there. I want that little piece right there. Good stuff. Oh, look at how beautiful that's looking. Again, no sewing machine needed. Gotta love that, right? At least I do. Yes, I have a sewing machine. Yes, it is strictly only for paper. No, I don't know how to use it. Well, I know how to use it for paper. How's that? I can use it for paper. I can say that. But that's about the only thing I know how to do with it. I lack the talent of being able to sew. And hey, that's okay, right? We can't all have the same talents. That's why we're all different, individual, and good at something. Everybody is always good at something, whether it's singing, dancing, baking, cooking, sewing, something. We're all good at something. And that's wonderful. We don't have to be the same. I'm just adding a little bit here on the sides of my rub-on. And then whatever I have left over, I can put right back on that backing. And then look, and if I see any gaps, I can always fill them in with markers, but I see absolutely no gaps. So yay, we've got it on the first try. Okay, let's put away the rub-ons. And if I see Bernie, or I can snag them, I'll ask him for another stamp. Because I use that one all the time, and so does Madison. So it wouldn't hurt, would it? Auntie, you guys. Jenny's like, I just got here. Literally. You're funny. All right. Are we all caught up? If you need more time, let me know. Don't forget, you can always come back and replay these videos. And this is, oh, don't let me forget that I want to show you not only that little sneaky peek, but I also want to do the members bonus tickets. Okay, at the end. Because whenever we do craft alongs, I do bonus tickets for the members. So don't let me forget. Okay. All is well. We are good. Clean up a little bit so we're not crafting in a mess. With our stitching done, we're going to emboss. Now, embossing, so many different choices, right? So many different beautiful embossing folders out there. What do we want to do?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Pick this one.
Which one did you pick? Let me see. Ooh, that's a good one. I like it. I haven't decided.
Hi, Jenny. Jenny's here.
Yeah.
How are you, Jenny?
She is. Ooh, this one would be nice for, see, I have some Christmas ones there too. Ooh, here's a slim line, but we need something, by the way, you need something that's got pattern throughout, okay? So if you notice this one, it's quite busy as far as the pattern is concerned, and that's what we want to look for, something that's got a continuous pattern, no matter what the pattern is. Oh, look at this one for Christmas. This one was from Cardabella a few years ago. That one would be awesome for Christmas. Goodness gracious. I wonder if we can even get away with using it now. Maybe. That one, nah. Well, there's squares always. That's always an easy one, right? I could just do little squares. Ooh, even smaller squares. Ooh, what is this? Look at this one. I haven't even used it. It's a hot air balloon. Shame on me. I have a whole nother box, but you know what? Where's that one?
Who's creating with us?
What embossing folder have you chosen?
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. I don't know which one to choose. I want them all. What if we do something super, super busy just to see what it looks like? I think that might be fun. I am curious to see if we do something very busy. Because I did it with something very linear. Oh, you know which one? Hold up. I thought when I was just working on another project. Oh, that's another class that's coming up. I have an all in Create class coming up for you guys.
Need some glue.
And I use this one. So I can maybe try this one. This one's called Royalty. And it's like a damask. Shall we try it? Let's try it. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to put our, hang on, let me make sure I'm debossing or, doesn't really matter whether I deboss or emboss, to be honest with you. Now this is a taller tag, so I'm going to have to do one half and then the other.
We need to do the squares the same size that we could do it patching, like a masterboard.
Do we need to do the squares all the same size? Yeah, it's up to you, totally. I mean, I'm showing you my look, but you can see Madison's is completely, that other masterboard she did is completely all over the place. So you can be as random as you want to be. You can be as uniform as you want to be. Since I'm doing the quilt look, quilts are always, right, patterned, they're squares, even squares. Now, if you're just going for the Franken look, well, then it could be anything you want it to be. All right, we're going to run that through the embossing folder. Ooh, very pretty. And then we'll do the other side that we missed. Just kind of pick up from where we left off. Okay, put that through again. Oh, that's really pretty. I mean, I know I already used this embossing folder, but I've never seen it on pattern paper. I used it in a monochromatic way. So to see it here is lovely. Do you see that texture? Oh, so pretty, right? Okay, embossing done. So this is a very quick project, and you can do all kinds of different papers, all kinds of different embossing folders, and just keep changing it up to see what you get. Okay, everyone embossed? Yes, I'm going to put this one back away so I don't lose it. Okay, now, if you want to ink your edges, you can do that now. You can also do it later. But what we do need to do is we need to do some splatters. So if you want to grab whatever ink color you want to use, gold, white, black, whatever color you want some of those splatters to be, I am going to choose some white splatters. Splatters are optional. If you're like, no, I want to keep it like a quilt, like this, I didn't do any splatters whatsoever. If you want to kind of make it a little bit more mixed media-ish, then you might want to do some splatters. You can use your sprays. Like this is just the beginning, right? You can bring some sprays and then just start making like more of a mixed media feel to it. So use this as a jumping off platform to do all kinds of other stuff. Let's pump that. And then let's add some splatters. This one I'm going to do more mixed media than the last one, just so we can get a look for both, right?
Yep.
Okay. Easy enough. Done. I'm going to dry this off really quickly. We've got some splatters. Now, the other one, I also ran the ink pad over it. So you can decide, do you want to leave it more like this, like just very soft, you know, quilt type of a look? You can even come in and do some stitching in between if you so want. Should we do that one this way? And just leave this one like this, more, I don't know, more mixed media? I don't know. We could. We could also bring in a stencil to create some continuous patterns like polka dots or stripes, stars. You can get so creative. Now I have some spots that are a little bit wetter, so just because I don't have the time right now to wait for them to dry, I'm going to just make sure that I pick up anything that's kind of wet on there. Okay, now, do we want to create some stitches. Do I have a straight stitch? Mm-hmm. Yep. We're just going to go ahead and go in with a marker. So in this case, instead of inking, I'm simply going to come down and create a straight stitch with my marker. Now this would have also been easier before, and that's why you do the rub-ons and everything else before you emboss, because it's a little bit easier without the texture, but we can still work around it. It's all good. Okay. And then we're going to turn it and we're going to do the other way. So you have a lot of creative options here, guys. You can decide what kind of look you want, or as I mentioned, you can do a bunch like masterboard. Just make 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 or 1.5 by 1.5 tiles, whatever size you want, and then have them as a masterboard, and then cut them up and decide, well, this one I want to be more mixed media. This one I want to be more as a quilt. Am I going to bring in stencils? Am I going to bring in maybe some alchemy waxes for the relief, right? Because that would be also amazing. That's something we can still do if we so wish. Actually, that's all we need right there. So that one's got now more of a stitch pattern, more of a quilt look to it as well. So again, options galore. Now we're going to go ahead and do our hole. So for that, we're going to use either your awl, your craft pick, or a small punch. And we're going to come, there's no set. If I have to guess, I'm going to say, and again, it depends on how big your tag is. So mine, I'm going to come about maybe 5/8 of an inch down. And it's easy enough to just see following the line, right, that we've already made. We know where center is. Let me measure it again. Actually, that was more like, no, it was pretty much like 5/8. So, okay, we've got our hole. Yes. Now it's time to go ahead and create that dangle, which is super fun. So let's put this off to the side for just now. And let's focus on our dangle. So for that, what I did was I grabbed one of the gourd pins. Again, anything you need, you know that we have available in store. So feel free to ask or improvise with other things that you might have in your stash. This, and you know, your gourd pin and your brad might also be dictated if you know what image you want to use, or if you're going to use an image at all. Oh, these are so cute. These kind of match. Let me see what else I've got. Hang on. Oh, I do have, but that doesn't match. I was going to say I have some. I'm looking at what I have right within reach. What else do I have within reach? Is that it? Yeah, because that's the same type of color. Yeah, too bright. Where is that book? I love this book. Have I told you how much I love that book? Oh, I also have these. What does she have on her? She's got a red dress. Not really. Not feeling that. We could just put a... No, I need something bigger, bigger. What about this one? Oh, she would look adorable. Let's try. These are those punch outs from Creative as well.
Who else is creating?
Oh, okay. Yes, and yes. Look, she's so cute. Okay, so to make her, all you need to do is pop out the elements. How long did that take? 5 seconds. And then we are going to, here, let me put these away. Now I have other elements that I could. Well, you know what? We're here, so why don't we go ahead and grab the flowers. Would the flowers look okay? We could, well, you know what? Let me try instead to see what other ephemera is in the book itself. Any of this? Oh, this is cute too. Maybe something like that. So if you're going to use ephemera, which on the first one I did not, but if you are going to use ephemera, so that's going to dictate probably what color papers or what color buttons you're going to use. So just maybe take a second really quick. If you don't want to use ephemera, as you saw, they look just beautiful the way they are. And you can leave them like that. And then later on, decide, you know, as you need a tag or a card front or something for Mother's Day, for Father's Day, for whatever the occasion may be, then you can come in and decide and go, oh yeah, that's the background that I need right there. Okay. Quick fussy cutting. Love all the mushrooms and stuff that is happening here. And we might move her over actually to this side. And then do we want to put the flowers on top? Maybe. Let's find out. So plenty of time. Of course, we could have just grabbed the pre-cut ephemera pack, right, for this collection or any other collections. But since this is what I had at hand, this is what we're going to use. Okay. Good deal.
Mine looks adorable.
Yours does?
Look.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, you have some bling on there. Is that foil? Cool. Good paper choices. I like it. Okay, good. Hopefully everyone is caught up by now. Yes.
Think so?
Oh, that is cute. I like it. Yes. I like it. We'll do that. Or maybe even put it on the floor. I almost feel like we need a bird.
Who's making one with that?
You know what I'm thinking, actually? Wasn't there a bird in there? I think I saw a bird. I need or more mushrooms. What do we need? We have a duck that we can use and put them on there. We have more mushrooms. We have a birdhouse. We have a bird. What do you guys think?
I don't know.
I don't either. I can't decide. It's all so pretty.
Just put any, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. They all look great.
Yep.
But we'll try the birdhouse and see how that looks. I have a lot of the Stamperia.
The duck always looks cute.
Ephemera. The duck looks cute. Okay, we can try a duck. The Stamperia ephemera packs, partially used. And I'm thinking, wouldn't that just be fantastic for this, just to use these scraps and that. Oh, that's so cute. The little birdhouse. All right, the duck. I think the proportions are wrong. Now, if I was going to put him in the foreground, maybe. What about more mushrooms? No, more mushrooms look silly. I think we're going to go with the birdhouse. Okay, so we're going to need not that, not this. I'm going to use these right here. Now that I know what I'm going for, my colors are going to be super easy to pick. Now for this, though, I do need some dimensional foam, because that is the beauty of these. Oh, geez Louise. Oops, those got stuck on the back of my tin. You need dimensional foam. So the way that these work is they come in these pre-cut pieces, and then all you need to do is add the layers. So for example, you would need, for this girl or this top piece, to go on top of this one. So let's go ahead and add some dimensional foam dots on here real quick. Oh, it's full. 1 second. Let go. Make sure you empty it, because if it's full, then it won't actually grab on to your foam dot. And I know there were a few of you waitlisted on this item, and I'm sure you guys have seen and heard the news if you've joined us for our lives, and if you've been reading and watching videos on YouTube. So you are aware that there is going to be a bit of a delay on We Are and American Craft items. So rest assured that as soon as they start flowing again, we will have them back in stock. I hope I'm trying to stay on camera. Look how cute that is. All the layering. And then one more right here. That is too adorable. Too stinking cute. Let's go bigger. We got a lot of room to cover here. Okay. I'm sure you guys are way ahead of me now, yes? You've been able to add details and pick out. You're still what?
Working on the same one.
Oh, okay. And that's even better. Take your time. No rush here. Beautiful. Okay. So we know she's going to go there. We know what her colors are. Now we just need to decide what our, we could use red to really pop that red on her hair. We could also,
or is this just finished gluing my squares?
Oh boy, okay, take your time. I'm not worried then. We could also use black, because we've got that dark element there in the back. I could also bring in the yellow from her boots and the blonde from her hair. So yellow would look nice as well. I like them all. How's that? Let's go black. Oh, you know what? Let me see what trims. I just grabbed, whenever I have leftovers, I throw them all in a bag. And then I just keep building that bag. Every single time I have a little piece of something. And I don't have any red on here. Not that I couldn't go find some red, right? I could. Oh, but wait, do I have? I don't. Oh. Why?
I said you have red in the other bag by the door with we went the cabin over there.
Red trim. Okay, I have to go look. Let me see if I can find one little piece of red lace. I don't see the red. I don't.
It's colored. I think by the
Blue.
check by the off white over there.
Red. Okay. Oh, I see it. Yep, that's torch too. Okay, I've got the red. You were right. Here we go. Let's find a little piece of red lace to pop that red out. Lots of choices, lots of choices. How about, that's the wrong red. More like a burgundy. Well, shame on me. I don't have a lot of red. Well, here's a piece. Here's a piece that we could use. About that little piece of red. Maybe? Okay. And then all we're going to do.
See it?
Yeah, thank you. All we're going to do is we're just going to grab some piece of our like laces, threads, whatever you've got, and just kind of stack them.
It's pretty so far.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I've lost my scissors twice now. And then just pick like different lengths. And maybe different colors. She's got some cream, so we can use cream. Definitely brown with those boots.
It does.
I don't see green. I don't see blue. We could even use some black. Well, let's see what we've got so far. We're just going to layer this up and see how that looks. Where's the little one? Oh, here. Very cute.
I'm actually
Sewing it by hand.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is ambitious. You go, girl. I think this is good. I'm wondering if I should add black. No, it's too much. Actually, I need another piece of like neutral because I feel... No, let's do some eyelash trim. And maybe we should do cream. I'm going to get a little piece of eyelash trim. And that'll help soften it as well. Okay. Now that we've selected our trims, and again, this is all about the scraps, guys. Scraps of paper, scraps of trim, scraps of laces, scraps of whatever, appliques. Oh, look how cute that would look. But it's getting a little too bulky. But you can even use like little appliques. I almost feel like this piece needs to go there, but it's too much. Okay, on the next one, I'll do less lace and more of that applique. And then we're going to grab our gourd pin, and all we're going to do is open it, and then we're going to feed through the trims that we've selected. Oh, I was going to show you about paper. So if you're like, I do not have laces, I do not have trims, that's okay. Because you can get kind of the same look, once again, using your scrap pieces of paper. So grab your scraps, and all you're going to do is you're going to cut them down even thinner. So for example, or something like this, right? And just different angles, different sizes. So say maybe a piece like that wide, and maybe a piece a little wider, and maybe a darker piece like so. Okay. And then you're just going to create, let's cut this one in half. I'm going to cut this one slightly shorter. And then I'm going to create this final one even shorter. And then you're simply going to snip down the middle, and then from the bottom corner to that center cut to create little fishtails, right? And by the way, you know, we can do both. We can do paper and trims. Mix and match. Again, how did we start? What was that I've been telling you all night? This is just like the beginning inspiration. From here, you can just look around what you have and go, oh, and I can use this. Oh, and I can use that. And hey, why not this? Absolutely. So then you can do just little banners like this, right? Which would look also amazing up there because they coordinate, or maybe not. They could be completely different colors. You're not limited by what you use. Same thing here. If I wanted to incorporate those, I can undo this and add paper in between, sandwiched. Same way. Except this is too big now. I need to cut maybe a little smaller, but I can now incorporate even paper and trims together. So you get the idea. Okay, where were we? Here. We said this was going to go here. Oh, and you can do the same thing with these. If you want to cut little fishtails here, go for it. One fishtail, except that's kind of uneven. One second. One fishtail. Two fishtails. And then lay them up that way, or fray the ends if you like. So again, have fun. Okay, back to where we were. We're going to slide that cord pin or light bulb pin. We're going to close it. I'm going to actually, forgot to add this one. I'm going to add this here on the back. Close it up. And then I'm going to knot it just so that it stays on there, obviously. So create your knot. Probably double knot it just to ensure that's not going anywhere. And we've got our cute little trims. Now come the buttons. So now going into our button jar, I'm going to pick a large one or larger. And then I'm going to pick a smaller. And this thing actually came with like little sequins too. So it's kind of cute. So in this case, it had like little sequins. See that in there? So that's what I used on this one, was just a little sequin piece. So again, see, you use whatever you've got handy. All right, now let's look at our tassel and see how it's going to look and see if we love it. It's going to be super pretty. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to remove a little bit of this now that I look at it, because I just realized that it's kind of, oh, of course I tore it. Hang on one second. Oh, that's not going to work. I was just going to say it's a little bulky now. I added the fibers. I could have gotten 2 out of this one. Okay, maybe we'll just remove 1 layer. Not too bulky. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, we're all here. Yes, I hope. Golly, I've got a mess. Do you guys have a mess already? Okay, now we're going to grab a little piece of twine. Remember, I asked you for some twine in the list. You could use thread. You could use anything else that you've got. Also, again, just you're doing your second one.
Look, my third one now.
Nice. Maybe like 7 inches of twine. And we're going to thread that through. Actually, let me thread it through here first. No. Sorry. We're going to thread it through here. And we're going to create our little knot. Making sure, yeah. And then we're going to bring in the brad. Okay, so now we've got our little dangle piece. Now we need a brad. Again, amazing brad. We have so many gorgeous brads. So just pick one from your stash, something that coordinates. We need something. Oh, that's kind of cute. What is that? Is it an hourglass? I can't tell, but it's got the right colors. Let me look on camera. On screen, we've got, I don't know. Oh, there. Yeah, it's an hour. Is it an hourglass? Yeah, I think so. It's got the right colors. Look at that. It's perfect colors. Yeah, let's use it. So all we're going to do is exactly that. We're going to kind of create a V with our trim. We're going to insert the eyelid. I'm sorry, the brad. Now I'm going to temporarily kind of open up those prongs, not very tight, just so that I can make sure that I've got the right height on my, and again, especially since I already have what I'm working with. Okay, I have a feeling she might be a little tall. We might have to switch her out for the other girl. And then all I'm going to do is create a knot. And just in case, I'm going to double knot. Okay. And so now these are going to be extra fibers. Now, you can have them this way, or you can also, in this case, I flipped them down and then I just unraveled it so that it created more like little fibers, right? So you get, and here I added a piece of lace. That's another choice. So all I did for that, if you notice, is I took a piece of lace, right? And folded it. Depending on if it's one-sided, you want to twist it and then fold it so that it looks like this. And then I put my brad right through that, the prongs. So that's what's holding it in place. And we could do that now if you guys want to see that. So all I did, once again, I'm going to remove that, was I grabbed my lace and I created like a V with it, right? But since both of these, see, this is like kind of one-sided, it's got the scalloped only on one side. What you can do is twist it. So then you've got scalloped on the left and on the right. And like so. And then insert your prongs right through that lace. Make sure they're both together now. All right, and then that's what's going to hold it in place. Then we're going to put that through. If I can see it, I can do it. 1 second. There we go. Make sure I have an hourglass. So I got to make sure it's facing the right direction. At least it's not sideways, right? And then if you feel like one's a little too long, I think it is, I'm going to snip just a bit.
Not me, she's just hanging out.
Cool. And there. So now we've got that as well going on, right? So you can add more, you can add less, you can trim them down some. You can also, as I mentioned, unravel it, untwist it so that you create even more fibers. But now you've got your gorgeous gourd pin with your pretty buttons and all your trims. And let me see the other girl. Although I don't know if she has any red on her.
Probably.
This one's a little long and I hate to cut off her feet. I almost feel like she needs to be down here. We could cut off her feet. But if I don't have to, I don't want to. What about her? Oh, she works and she's red. Okay, we could do that. Let's do this one instead. We'll save her for something else. Oh, and then do we get to use our other stuff? Would that make any sense? So she's kind of hiding behind the stump. Yeah, that works. She still works. Very pretty. Okay, and so we get to use the stuff that we had already worked on. So no big deal. Again, those are easy enough to do. So let's go ahead and pivot and change. Pivot and change. Okay, so now you have yet another way to use all of your scraps. Scraps of fabric, scraps of paper, scraps of every scrap, right? Hang on, I'm going to stand it up so I can angle it right. I'm trying to do it on camera, but I can't see it. Line her hair. Oh, look how cute. Oh my goodness. They're always so pretty. Every time I make one, I'm like, oh. And then I can see this little opening here. I'm going to line it up right here. I think I can. There we go. Super adorable dimension. Right, she's going to go there, and then this is going to go here. Oh, and it looks like, you know, oh, that is so cute. And we could still use the birdhouse kind if we wanted to. We can still tuck it in back there. But I don't feel like we even have to anymore. I don't think we need to. I think we're good to go just like this. All right, so we're going to adhere her down. Let's move it out of the way temporarily. And then we're going to put our little tree stump there.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly. And we've got our beautiful forest girl with our gorgeous little tassel and buttons and dimension now and beautiful patchwork. So you can see there are differences depending on whether you want to make it more grunge. This one I actually cut a lot shorter. Oh, you know what? I forgot the base. Hello. I'm so sorry. I knew I was forgetting something. So to create this base, because obviously, I mean, that's pretty ugly. Plus we want to hide the prongs, right? We've got one more step to do. Again, just to make sure everything looks absolutely gorgeous and finished. So you're going to decide how wide, obviously, depending on how big you cut it, how much of a border you want around it. So in this case, I could do 1/8 of an inch. I can do 1/4 of an inch. Let's do 3 5/8 by, how big was this? By 8. So let's do 8 1/8. Yeah. Okay. And once again, using our ugly paper, right? We are not using anything special. So let's go back to the Other paper pad. Where'd it go? It's so. And maybe, now again, you could just do, like in this case, it's just white because it's single-sided. But if you have other paper that's double-sided, that could work too. Let's see if anything here will work for this border. Probably not. Well, maybe. We won't see much of it. And it's got the white splatters on it, to be honest. That could work. It could. No. No. Could be. I like the black one best so far. What's that? Pink? No. No. That is horrid. Purple? No. Oh, that works. Again, would I really ever use this paper for anything? Never. So it's perfect for this. Three and 5/8 by 8 and an 8. And see, that I'm going to use to create more Franken pages. That's exactly where that's going, into the pile for more Franken papers. And we're going to look at it, and yes, that looks really cute all together. Now we're going to bring back our tool. Again, this is why this tool is amazing, because it's always going to give you perfect results, right? Awesome. I can't wait to see. 1 second. So then 3/4 is what I used before. So 3/4 is what we're going to use again. Now, I've got new videos coming up for you guys. I've got an all-in-create craft along video, which is going to be awesome. We're going to work on monochromatic, which is one thing that a lot of us do not tackle on a lot. Whether we like grunge or steampunk or, shabby chic or super colorful, monochromatic is one of those things that we don't always work on. So I figured, you know what, let's try something new. The only way you grow as an artist is by trying, by doing new things. If you get stuck on the same rut every single time, it is good, by the way. That's the only way you're going to perfect something, right? But you also want to try other things. You're going to grow because you're going to learn by even doing something like this, right? You're going to get ideas. All of that is what keeps the creativity flowing in your brain. To think, how do I apply this to what I do? How do I change this up? Oh, you know what? I would do it this way. Oh, instead, I would have done that way. All of that is what's going to help you grow. So by all means, let's tackle on something new. I always try to bring something new to the table as well.
See,
I know what I like. Huh?
Or you like
monochromatic, yeah. Not a lot of people do. I think people shy away from it because they're scared that it's not going to have enough pizzazz for them. But believe me, we're going to get pizzazz. Oh, that is so pretty, guys. I love mine. Do you love yours? Wait, make sure before that dries. Because remember, that prong now is hidden back there. So there's no getting back to it once this is glued on. Yours is, I'm sure, stunning. How fun was that? Okay, now, of course, this was with a whole lot of chit-chat. Oh, I forgot the sentiment. I forgot to tell you about the sentiment. Well, technically, I could still slide it in there because I can open up my gourd pin. Shall we? Yeah, let's do it. I knew you forgot a step. So luckily we can add it. So find a sentiment. Do we want to do white or do we want to go black on this one? We did white on this one. So let's do black on this one. Flight, sentimental, kindness.
Deborah's just so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. Adventure and bark. What is she feeling? Oh, she's feeling cherish. That's pretty. I like that word. Cherish. Yes, we're going to use that. So you're going to grab sentiments. Again, how many sentiments and sentiment stamps do we have? Did you pre-pierce your holes? Oh, she's talking to Ori. And then since I'm using black, we're going to use white. Now these are, and you guys have heard me say this like 100 times during videos. These are cut off pieces of paper. Whenever I cut and I left with like skinny strips like this, I save them. And the reason for that is exactly this, because later on, oh, we could do tan. We could do white. Let's see how it looks on both. I love saving these for this purpose because I can come back and use them this way. You could also use the reverse of whatever yucky paper you're using as well. So if you don't want to have to, you know, break out anything else, or you don't have any other scraps, just use the back or even the front. Nothing stops us from using the front. Let's use the front. Now you do need for the strip to be somewhat longer than what you need, because when we punch it, remember, not only are we going to punch it, but it's going to have to dangle down. Oh, didn't we actually have? Nah, but see, these are not long enough. You're going to need for it to dangle. And so let's go ahead and add cherish on here. Okay, that's pretty straight, isn't it? Yeah. But you know what? I'm going to move it over just a smidge. Now I'm not straight. Hang on. I might have to add glue to this now. I mess with it too much. Plus, I don't want it to fall off later. And adding liquid glue allows for you to have a little bit of play, right? Again, this is Spectrum Art Creations glue. So I can wiggle a little bit before it becomes permanent. All right, perfect. Now, I do not know how big your buttons are, so I can't tell you how long this has got to be for you. So yours might be trial and error, but see what I can do? I can kind of decide that I want this to come out from underneath that button. So my hole is probably going to go around here. So I can go ahead and use my pencil and kind of mark that. And then I'm going to bring back in that punch or your awl or your craft pick, whatever you are using, and cut that hole. Before I commit to anything, oops, I'm going to remove those. And I'm going to take a look at it. I'm going to bring back that big button. I can always change the button if I have to, by the way. So if that's too big now and I'm like, oh no, it covered it, well, I can switch it around. Not a big deal, see? But I like that one I had. Where'd it go? Great, now I lost it. All right, whatever. Okay, let's switch it around again. That's pretty too. I like the other one better. Where'd it go? I'll leave that one out. Oh, there it is. It's clear, so it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, I like that. And see how my word is just right? So, okay, now that I'm okay with that, I can take this back out and I can cut that top off, slide in my sentiment, slide back in my button, slide in my other button, and close this back up. And now we also have a little word, hang on, to go on there. Let me kind of make that word or that piece of paper behave. There we go. So now we also have cherish, and we use the exact same paper line. Now we could have inked this. Again, I can still go back and undo that, which I think I will, because I think it's a little too in my face, too blue. So let's bring in, I think this has still got ink. Oh, that was black. Let's try brown. Oh, yes, buttons, yes. And again, this is all the stuff that, I mean, seriously, if I was to ask you guys, not to shame you, but just to ask you, do you have buttons? Yes. Do you have lace? Yes. Do you have a ton of like paper scraps that you don't use? Yes. Do you have embossing folders that you bought and you said, I'm going to use this, and you still haven't used them? All of that, the answer to all those is yes. Again, not to embarrass you. I'm on the same boat as you folks, okay? Um, but we have them, and then we just kind of put them off to the side, and then we don't use them. Even those little words, you know, we all have tons of those books. We've all purchased digitals. And what happens? They sit there. Well, now they won't sit there. So yes, yes, and yes. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jenny, I'm going to send you some. See, I'm going to have to throw some in your box. But yes, so you see, and again, like Jenny's saying, you don't have buttons. Don't use buttons. As a matter of fact, do you have wax seals? Oh my goodness. Hole punch some of those wax seals and dangle them from on there. You don't have wax seals. How about if you have just a circle punch and you can just hole punch a bunch of those, you know, pieces of scrap again and make yourself a whole bunch of like little buttons and then just put them on there. You even have cookie tins of buttons. Oh my gosh, yes. So anything you have, is my point, is going to work. You have all of them. Exactly. Anything and everything you have. If you do not have this, supplement for that. If you don't have that, supplement for this. Whatever it is, you can totally use it. Get creative, grab your stash, and just go for it. Go. If you don't have eyelets, or I'm sorry, not eyelets, you don't have brads or pretty brads, guess what? Grab your alcohol inks and color them. As a matter of fact, like here's some, these were done with like, you know, some cheap nail polish that we had, and we just went ahead and brushed it on. Maybe you have nail polish. I have a video that I did in which where is that? Here's oh, it might not be in this box, but I did a video in which I created all kinds. Oh, here. Is this them? Yeah, all kinds of different homemade. You know, this is just a flat back. I stuck it on there. This was some kind of, see, that's just the regular brads. And then I had this like flower. I stuck it on there. This was an actual like piece of jewelry. I hot glued it on there. Now it's a brad. This was this is, excuse me, help me. A mold. This was a mold. So now all I need is to get a brad and hot glue that on there, and I have a brad. That would look awesome on some of these. Look at that. And if you don't have any, maybe you're like, Maddie, you don't understand. I don't know a single brad in this house. There's not one. All of these are just homemade as well. So when you see flat backs, even little pom-poms, whenever you see a flat back, anything that's flat, just remember, ooh, I can make eyelets out of those. So there's all kinds of stuff. I gave away so much glitter nail polish. Yeah, me too. Well, I stopped using those like really harmful nail polishes. As you can tell, I'm even letting them grow right now naturally. So my nails are completely naked. But yeah, because they started getting into rough shape again. So I let them breathe and grow out. Look, this is one of those cameos that we sell. Look, now it's an eyelet. Anything is an eyelet. And if you don't have an eyelet, well, just stick something, you know, up there that looks decorative. That's it. Have fun. Glossy accents, definitely. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes. Stickles, yes.
Hi, Karen.
Hey, Karen. Karen's here?
Yeah.
Hello, Karen. I missed you. I don't have lace, but I can always raid Christy's stash. There you go. And you know what? If you don't have lace, use the paper. Just do like the little banner flags. You know, it could just be all paper. It's beautiful. And if you don't have that, grab some fabric, maybe some sari silk or seam binding, or maybe you have old blankets, t-shirts, sheets that you can just kind of tear, you know, that would look awesome because it would have all those fibers too that you can kind of shred. So anywho, get super creative, my friends. Does anybody have any questions for me about anything? Yes, I do use my glass mat when I'm not live to do notes. So I don't usually do that on camera. It's kind of funny. It's so automatic that I did it without even thinking. But yes, you can use your glass mat to take your notes, your measurements. So if you're ever crafting or if I am calling out stuff and I'm like, and now we're going to cut a 2 1/4, by 5 3/8, just start writing on your mat. And then when you are done, wipe it clean. Just use alcohol and it'll come right off. Beautiful, brand new. I'm telling you, glass mat to the rescue. All right. Do you guys have any questions for me? Did you enjoy the craft along? I certainly hope that you did because of the fact.
Anytime soon, I'm gonna start selling this.
I do too. I almost, I don't know. I have to find the time. I've got that conference I'm going to this week. I wanted to do it almost yesterday, but we waited for the fireworks and it got dark so late. I was like, is it dark now? Is it dark now? Is it dark? How about now? And yeah, it was way too late.
My tuning keeps clogging as soon as what am I doing wrong? Advice?
Keeps clogged. No, you're not doing anything wrong other than the fact that sometimes, okay, here's the way you're supposed to, and here are the manufacturer's instructions, shortcake. You're supposed to take it off whenever you're done, clean it, grab a little pin, clean the nozzle, and then like a good girl, you're supposed to put your cap back on, the cap that came with my glue bottle, which who knows where it's at. I haven't seen it in a year or two. And then you're supposed to put it away that way. However, if you're like all of us, of course, we never do that. We just kind of let it sit there, right? And of course, even though it's got the rubber piece, it's never going to be 100% airtight. It's just not. And especially if you're like me, where sometimes I sit it like this and it's kind of off to the side, air is going to get in there. So when you go to use it, just go like this, go like this, and it's ready to go again. That's it.
See, Kelly, this is their game night too.
Should we do a game night? Who's up for a game night?
Let us know.
Can I squeeze one more thing? I don't know.
Same thing.
I don't know. Now after this, I'm gonna have great videos for you guys because of the fact that I'm not going to be here. I'm going to leave you. Well, silver and gold members, you're coming along with me for the ride, right? We're going to hang out.
What does this mean? I've never gone to a game night, Karen said.
You've never been to a game night? No, Karen. Get out of town. What time is it now? I tell you what. I'm going to make a call here live. Let's take a break.
Kelly says to me, it's 5:45 p.m.
Let's take a break.
Don't overtax yourself, Maddie.
And we'll do game night tonight, right now. But we're going to take a break. Everybody's going to go refill their tea, coffee, eat something, wine, whatever it is, your beverage of choice.
Shortcake. She said, I'll be camping this week and I'll miss you all.
Aw. Wait, this week? What weekend? This is the weekend. You mean next weekend?
Maybe tomorrow.
Anywho, hang on, Madison. Let me finish my thought. We're going to take a break. Everyone's going to go hydrate. Everyone's going to go do whatever they need to do for half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And then we're going to regroup and we're going to do a game night tonight. It's spoken. It's done.
Sounds good.
Now for silver.
Next weekend.
Oh, that's okay. Wait a minute. No, this week I'm still here. I take that back. I'm sorry. I jumped the gun. This week I'm still here. I'm going to finish your invoices. I'm going to do all of your receipts tomorrow.
Next week.
What is today's date? The 5th. I know this. Yes. And then I've got some ordering to do for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And the next weekend, it's going to be okay, except for, of course, Friday. You won't. I hope you can join us on Friday for the live sale shortcake. And then Monday, silver and gold members, you're going to start hanging out with me throughout the week. Exclusive hangouts so that you guys can see everything behind the scenes and all that fun stuff. You're coming with me.
We'll see her.
And then, yes, that's the game plan. Okay.
Thank you for all your help, Maddie.
Of course. So, yeah, we'll be okay, Shortcake. Just try and join us on Friday.
Yes, Auntie says member tickets.
Yes, member tickets. Okay, if you are a member, well, because this craft along was supposed to be exclusive for you guys, but guess what? We all got to hang out live, so that was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
All right, but this is for members only. So again, people that are in green, please pick a number between 1 and 25, closest without going over. I'm going to give you some bonus tickets, and I do this during all the craft alongs, by the way, so you guys know if you're not a member, you're getting a sneak peek as to how to get bonus tickets into the week's giveaway jar. So every Friday, when we go live, every Friday when we go live, we do giveaways, and we collect tickets throughout the week and we put them in this jar. And then on Friday, we do bonus giveaways too. So we do all kinds of stuff. So make sure that if you're not a member yet and you like crafting along like this one-on-one, chatting, asking questions, getting sneak peeks, like getting to travel with me, bonus tickets, free gift cards, exclusive craft along classes, which, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 classes coming your way that week that I'm going. I'm going to leave some videos preloaded so you guys have plenty to do and have all of your July crafting done too for all of the giveaways, for all of the challenges. So I've got lots of stuff.
Are we forgetting a sneak peek?
No, I'm going to show you that. Thank you for reminding me.
And then Barbara says, what is the thing you put on the layering stickers? My words are not working today.
Okay, what is the thing you used to put on the layering stickers? The layering stickers, oh, the rub-ons?
I guess that's what she's asking you.
Yes, I'm sure it's the rub-ons.
Not sure.
So for the rub-ons, the trick is, oh, you know, I needed you a while ago. Do you think that you can?
Just a while ago, you?
I always need you. How's that? I can't do anything, apparently.
Well, I've been waiting to tell you that they lifted the red card.
They lifted the red
Card.
Hard.
They did. Yes, but wait, he was supposed to be able to play. No, he was going to be out of the game. Woo! Can I have another set of this stamp?
My bestseller? Are you serious?
Yes, your bestseller. May I have another? Thank you, sir.
They left it out of the game. No, the sticky dots.
Oh, this. I got you. So this is the We Are Memory Keepers dot setters. We are currently sold out, Barbara. And I don't know if you've seen or heard the announcements, but the We Are Memory Keepers. Hey, Ziggy.
Maddie.
Ziggy, stop. We Are Memory Keepers and that branch are owned by a company. And unfortunately, they had a fire, an electrical fire. And because of that, we are, along with other big brand names, thank you. If anybody needs the faux stitching stamp, it's in stock. It always runs out of stock, and then we restock. So if you need one, get it now. How much are they, Bernie?
How much are they?
It's on Etsy. I don't.
He'll let us know.
Just like Stitch.
Anywho, it's going to be out for a while, but we have a wait list. And so as soon as it restocks, rest assured that we'll get them in, and then you guys will be, of course, the first to get it. But this is a really cool tool, Barbara. It comes with 3
It's pretty cool.
setters, right? And different sizes, 6 millimeters, 8 and 11. So you see how the size is there. And what it does is it literally lifts the dot off of your backing. It removes the back pieces. See, these are all those little back pieces, and then sets it right where you need it. So it's basically hands-free. You simply grab it, set it, and then forget it, kind of thing. Super amazing tool. So definitely recommend it to anyone who likes to do dimensionals, but hates having to remove the backs or that kind of stuff, or picking them up. Super fun. Okay, I love that stamp set. I know, me too. Obviously, I keep losing them. All All right. Hit by with a tornado. No, it was an electrical fire.
Yep.
So they had an outage, and then when they went to crank the power back on, it caused an electrical surge, which
Thank
caused
you.
a fire.
Add that to the wait list online.
Perfect. Yes. Okay.
Anything else?
Any other questions? No, let me pick a winner.
Yeah.
Let me do 2 tickets since there's plenty of you here.
If not, the wait list for that, please. Wait list me.
Who's that?
Auntie.
I can tell you right now who's on the wait list. Give me 2 seconds. Let me pick some winners. Hey, Ziggy, please pick 2 numbers between 1 and 25.
10 and 22.
10 and 20.
10 and 22. I see 7. I see 9. I see 9 and holding, and that is Barbara. Okay, and then 22. I see 20. Oh, 23, 22. Oh, 22 on the nose, Karen. And that means you get a bonus ticket, my friend.
And Karen.
Woohoo. Okay. Karen gets 2. Perfect. And congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, we got our first 3 tickets in the jar for this week.
This is congratulations. Dot center, please, for Auntie.
Oh, yeah. Let me see who's waitlisted. 1 second. I was just working on the wait list. That's why I know.
Karen said,
No, you are not waitlisted on the
dot center.
dot setter. So let me waitlist you right now. And that was Auntie, right?
Yep.
Got it.
Barbara says she could add that to the wait list, so you don't need to add her.
Yeah, no worries. If you know how to do the wait
Me
list
too.
online,
Barbara says me too.
me too what?
I guess she
Oh, you do want me to add you?
I guess that's what she said.
Okay. Hang on. I moved
Thank you,
away.
Auntie said.
And then shortcake. Okay, got it. Let me
Dot center.
add 2 more in here.
Yes, she says yes.
Got it. Barbara and shortcake. Okay. You got it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Okay, was there anything else you guys needed while you have me here? Did you need anything at all? Did you need the embossing folder, the stamps, the gourd pins,
Buttons.
the buttons, the creative ephemera or books, the, I don't know.
Pins.
What else did we use? Yeah, I don't know.
Bunch of
The,
stuff.
if you guys need anything, let me know. Other than that, you are most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to show you a sneak peek. Yes, I almost forgot again. Jeez, Maddie.
Yeah.
Sneak peek. So what is the video that is coming up? Do you guys remember this cutie patootie? I've just finished the video.
The stamp, Auntie says.
Yeah, sure. You want one of the stitch stamps?
That's what she said here. What did you do for 4th of July?
And if you need to know the price, let me know and I can look it up really quick. I guess Bernie didn't hear me when I asked him. But do you remember the super cutie patootie with the spinner, the pinwheel? Oh my goodness, so fun. And yes, look, I can blow on it. Oh, it's so fun. We're going to be making this together. I've already finished the video, so it's ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot of nice homework for you guys while I am gone so that you guys can get all of your crafting done
She
for
said
the
give
month
us
of
price.
July. Yes. But I'm going to show you something because it was too much fun. Stitch. That stamp, it's $6.99.
This is so pretty.
$7. There you go. Thank you, thank you. And so much fun. So if you've got that's right, homework. If you've got the pinwheel die, then of course you'll be able to make the exact same card. If you did not, I think there's one more left in store. And then, yeah, let me know. Oh God, you're going to ask me. I know you're going to ask me. Hang on. I should have been ready, huh? Well, you know me, not necessarily planned. Oh, and then I have something else I want to show you. Hang on. See, I'm so used to this being I am so used to this being an exclusive members live that this is how we spend the rest of the night, just talking about stuff. I show you, little ideas that I have. And so, yeah. So forgive me. I'm kind of out of my element right now. The pin, oh, it's on sale. It's actually on sale. And I believe there is one left if I stood it correct, because I thought we were out. And then I looked and there was one, and it's on sale for $4.99. And it is the last one. Yeah, the pinwheel, it's time. Well, you can see the size of it here. It's a 2x2, the die. That's the pinwheel. So you can see the size there. And then who wanted it? Auntie and pinwheel. Okay, so the video is ready to go. It's going to be released either sometime next week or the week after. If you do not have it, then feel free to go ahead and craft along anyway, because this is another one. Again, I'm so feeling the scraps right now because I'm just trying to bust out a whole bunch of scraps. And that is also like this. And when Ori asked me earlier, does it have to be a specific size? And I said, no, you can just mix and match, pieces any which way you like. This is a perfect example of that. Now for the video, I ended up making, of course, a second one. And oh my goodness, do I love this one even more. Again, everything is always a notch up and a notch up. And then you get more ideas and you make something different. So you can see that from the prototype to the actual one that I did for the video, we have definitely taken that up yet another notch, which I absolutely love. And yes, it is the same gorgeous pinwheel. But now we also have not only the pocket, we've also done an interactive flap. So we're going to go through that all in the video, step by step, measure by measurement, how to get it done, including all of the layering. I do it in real time. And see why I had the stitching rub-ons out and handy, because I was just working with them to create this video. So it's going to be a lot of fun for us to make these together. So be on the lookout for that video coming up. That's a sneak peek as to one of the projects that is going to be released. You have the die perfect. Yes. So you'll be able to make them exactly. And you'll be able to pick whatever color combinations you have, whatever papers you have, whatever, again, leftover pieces of paper you might have in your stash. So they are all going to be individual and perfect. You got to have the spinny things. Yes, you do have to have the spinners. And it doesn't matter whether you have those are the full size. You can also use the nanos. So whichever ones you have, that's going to work. But yes, you do need that. So make sure you guys have that. If you need a set, let me know. And I know the next question is, how much are the spinners? Hang on. I'll find out for us. Spinner. Spinners. So the nanos are $7.99, and the regulars, which is the one that I use for that card, are $6.49. Okay, so this is a size that I used. And once you have them, they're just super fun because you can do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can make letters spin, eggs spin. You can make flowers spin, phone spins, people spin, animals spin, propeller spin. You can make anything spin. They're just fun. So yeah, make sure you guys have got your spinners as well ready for when that video releases. I think that was it for the sneaky peek. Oh, no, I had one other thing. I wanted to show you. What am I doing? Sorry. You need one set of each. You need to go have a break, come back for game night, LOL. Yes, I will. Spinners. You got it. Thank you, Auntie. Spinners. Both. They are a lot of fun. They're almost like, remember the, we used to have some of those too, the, I call them the boing. Do you remember the little, the bouncy ones? I love those things too. They're just fun. They make you smile when you use them. I need to make several hundred, so mine won't spin, but I bought the spinners for a different use. I'll use them on my cakes. Okay, that sounds amazing. Like, wait, crafting cakes or like real, like cakes? Wobbles, thank you. Yes, thank you, Jenny. I love the wobbles. I love those things. They make me happy every time I use them. I need to make several hundred. Oh, how fun. Oh my goodness. That's still going to look adorable. I know it. I know. I love the wobbles too. Yes. Okay. All right. Now, one last thing, and this was mostly for members, but I have a question for you guys. So I found this book, which I thought was kind of interesting. And all it does is, what is it? Drawing prompts. And don't mind it. It actually got smudged. I was so mad. I threw it in the trunk and it got smudged. But anyway, don't care about the cover. What I care about is these are prompts, like, you know, stop sign, pinata, slice of pie, something bohemian, factory, inside the refrigerator. And so I was thinking, how fun would it be on some just random nights, nothing planned, to just, or I don't know, you guys tell me, should I make craft along / challenges? Again, this is where, you know, the members and I usually kick ideas around. Lion, Mad Hatter. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was a Mad Hatter one. If we grab, you know, any page, just open up and go left or right, and then we just pick whatever it is, kimono, and that's going to be our inspirational word to create something. Okay, it could be a tag, you know, whatever you want to do, but just use that word as inspiration for, yeah, craft along challenges. Exactly. And it doesn't matter to me if you're like, wait a minute, I don't have a kimono. Okay, do you have something Japanese, Oriental looking? I don't know, maybe a napkin you want a decoupage, or, you know, again, the whole thing is to just use the prompt. Mohawk, like, really, what am I supposed to do with a mohawk? I don't know. We'll have to kick the ideas around and inspire each other and just laugh and have fun and giggle, because it would be hilarious to just grab some of the stuff and see what, you know, what it gives. So anyway, I picked it up with that thought. What do you guys think in chat? Let me know. Would that be fun? Something imaginary. Oh my goodness. It could be anything. It could be a dragon. It could be a fairy. It could be, I don't know, La La Land. We could do like, even like if you just grab magazines and collage. I mean, it could be anything. The whole thing is just to grab a word and say, do it. I don't know. And I'll give you the word probably like in the afternoon or a few hours before, just so you can grab something, right? Because we don't want to spend our hour or two that we're going to be crafting looking for something. So that way you can go through your napkins, your papers, I don't know, your magazines, whatever you're going to work with. Or man, if you're good, or stamps, let's break out stamps, let's break out rub-ons. Or if you're really good at drawing, heck, draw something and color it in with watercolors. It could be anything. The idea is to just not think. This is not for you to show anybody. I'm not going to, well, I mean, you guys get to see mine because there it is. And if you want to enter the challenge, you can post it in the Facebook group, but it is not to be like, I almost want to do the challenge and say, to force ourselves, especially I'm speaking to myself, OCD, to say, you know what? You have an hour. Done. Time. When the hour goes off, what is on the paper is on the paper. And if it's not, it's not. So that way we just create for the sake of creating with a time limit. So we're not going berserk and trying to reinvent the wheel. That's what I thought for this. So, all right. What do you guys think? All right. Now I'm reading chat. I might have that booklet. Do you really? I just picked it up in Orlando. Craft along challenges. Yes. I might have the booklet. I can glue Fred on the page. Oh, poor Fred. Sounds fun. Okay. Yes. Yes. Craft and challenges. Yes. Sounds like fun and challenging. Ooh, I hadn't thought of using the word as a jumping off point, not just for a drawing. Neat. Yes. Neat. Okay, cool. I think it hurts my head. What? As long as I don't have to draw a twig. You're right. Well, you know what? If I have to draw a twig, I will draw a twig. It will be the ugliest twig, but it'll be my twig and it's going to be okay. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Is that, I got it. Madison, where did we get this book?
Which one?
The one with the prompts.
From a store.
From where?
From
We were in Orlando. I know that.
one of the store. I think it was a girl.
Books A Million?
Yes,
Yeah, Books A Million.
it was a nice store.
Which I was shocked to see that there was still a BAM somewhere. I thought BAM was out of business. I haven't seen a Books A Million in decades.
I got books too.
But good to know they have it at Five Below. Not that you need it. Again, we're just going to pick the prompts from here. And now if you want to, I guess, find the book, you could use yesterday's twig die, right? I need that. All right, we're good to go then. All right, there's some ideas for you guys and some fun projects as well. I'm going to see you guys in, say, an hour. It's now 6 o'clock, 9 after. I'll see you at 7, okay?
We'll see you at 7, guys.
Go get something to eat. Finish up what you're doing. Let's get ready to play some games. So everybody who is a member, by the way, before I forget to mention, is who the game nights are for. It doesn't matter if you're level 1, 2, or 3. Every one of our members is always welcome to game night. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, help me spread the word.
Share it out. Because
I know people are going to be like, you didn't even announce it. Did you really? And, you know,
okay.
It's impromptu.
Eat too.
Yeah, I'm not hungry, but I'll go finish my coffee and I'll see you. I'll clean up. I'll see you guys in an hour.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us for the craft along. Have so much fun creating with these, and I will see you guys at game night. Bye, everyone.
See you soon.